guys, welcome to part 2, and I've taken the figures out of the box, as you can see. So let's get on to the Slave Tailor description. It says, cynical, misanthropic, and unsentimental, the cigar-smoking, tough-talking astronaut Commander Taylor is a man who lives for the moment. He launched from Cape Kennedy with no regrets, hoping to find a new breed better than our own. Taylor has no interest in being the hero. He just wants to live in a world where the man doesn't wage war and doesn't keep his neighbor's children starving. Underneath it all, Taylor is an idealist. After a 6-month mission into deep space, Taylor and crew abruptly wake from their hibernation to find out that their ship has splashed down on an unknown planet some 2,000 years in the future. The surviving crew makes a frantic escape from their sinking ship, only to realize that they are now marooned on this unfamiliar place. After trekking for some distance through barren and hostile landscapes, the crew is captured by a group of marauding guerrillas. All too soon, the crew discovers that on this planet, the apes are the intelligent dominant species, and man is little more than vermin, only to be hunted, experimented upon, and exterminated. That's the Slave Tailor description. And then Nova's. It says, Nova. The beautiful and comely Nova was living wild amongst a tribe of humans when ape soldiers captured her, along with the astronaut Taylor and his crew. Injured during the capture, Taylor was hauled back to Ape City, where Nova was chosen to give Taylor a blood transfusion. While under scientific observation, Nova was selected by Dr. Zira as a mate for Bright Eyes, which is Taylor, and was placed in his cage. Like the rest of her kin, Nova was mute, so to better communicate with her, Taylor gave her the name of Nova, perhaps to remind him of the bright galaxy he left behind. Though Nova was a wild human with animalistic instincts, she formed a quick and tender devotion to Taylor. He was unlike any man she had ever known. He talked, reasoned, and was able to resist the oppressive apes. Nova's unconditional love eventually softened the hardened and cynical Taylor. So when Zira and Cornelius helped Taylor escape, he decided to take the loyal Nova with him, a true sign that he had regained his humanity. In their quest for freedom, Nova bravely followed Taylor to the edges of the Forbidden Zone and beyond. So that's the Slave Taylor and Nova description. So now let's move the packaging out of the way. And we will start off with the Slave Taylor 12-inch figure. And here he is. Here's the Sideshow Collectibles Slave Taylor 12-inch figure. Now, right off the back, he has amazing likeness. This figure has amazing likeness to Charlton Heston. Looks a lot like him. They did a nice job on the hair as well, the haircut. And just good likeness to Charlton Heston. I see the resemblance. He's got the rag on, the big rag that he wears mostly throughout the film when he's captured by the apes. Although he had the beard on when he was wearing this figure doesn't have the beard. This is shaven Taylor. The rag has holes in it, and it's a little ripped up. It's ripped up the sides, and it's very dirty looking. I think it's supposed to be, it's not actually made out of animal skin, but I think in the movie it was supposed to be made out of animal skin. I'm not completely sure about that, but yeah. You can take this big rag off, so just slip it off, and then you have Slave Taylor with just the loincloth on. As you can see, Taylor is ripped. Yeah, he wasn't that ripped in the movie, but this figure is ripped. He has a six-pack and everything. But, very nice figure. It's a little dirtied, just to make it more realistic. Sideshow added dirt applications on his arms, on his stomach, and on his legs, and on his back a little bit. So yeah, this is a very nice figure. Detail, I give him 5 out of 5 for detail, and detail's very nice in the abs, and even though he wasn't that ripped in the movie, and the detail in the face is just unbelievable. It just looks so much like Charlton Heston, without the beard, of course, and the paint applications that make him look dirty are nice. They're not overdone. They're like just right. And yeah, for paint applications, I also give him a 5 out of 5 for that. The paint is just spot on. You know, it's not sloppy or anything. So 5 out of 5 for paint. And I will go into his articulation. So let's go ahead and get into articulation for the Slave Tailor figure. We're gonna get into articulation for part 3. We'll see you in part 3. And yeah, so part 3.